Yeah, well, how do we respond to this claim that Christians have the onus on them? They have the burden of proof. Well, the way that the burden of proof works is that the person who makes a claim generally has the burden of proof. And so I certainly think that we do share we do share this burden, and we make claims. God exists, Jesus is God incarnate, Jesus rose from the dead, the Bible is the Word of God. And so there is an onus on us to provide evidence and reason for that, and I think we can. But I also think that the person who I'm talking to, they've got certain beliefs as well. And so I'm going to just use some questions to surface their beliefs. What do you believe? And then why do you believe it? The first question is to figure out what they believe. And so they might have beliefs about the nature of the universe, reincarnation, whatever it might be. And so I'm going to surface those. And when they tell me what they believe, they're making truth claims as well. They're making claims to knowledge. And if you make a claim to knowledge, then you also have a burden of proof. And so I want to say, well, you share equally. Why do you believe that? And that second question, why do you believe that, helps to kind of reverse that burden of proof and to say, okay, now give us the evidence for what you believe. And so yeah, fair game. Ask me why I believe what I believe, but I can also kind of turn those tables, and your views are fair game as well. You've got to back up what you believe. And so it's not just the Christian who has that burden of proof. The skeptic or whoever has that as well. Now here's a kind of a little twist on it. Atheists have tried to kind of redefine atheism in a way that doesn't give them the burden of proof. Because they move away from saying there is no God to saying, well, atheism is the lack of belief in a God, right? Now, if they argue that atheism is a lack of belief in God, then I would agree they don't have a burden of proof, because all they're doing is they're making a claim about their psychological state, right? I lack a belief. When I say I lack a belief, I'm saying something about my psychology, my mental states. But I'm not making a claim about the nature of reality. And so that's interesting. Okay, you lack a belief, but you're not making a claim about reality, and that's what I'm really after. And so I think this redefinition is really kind of a way to kind of get out of that. My question is, well, do you think God exists, or do you think he does not exist? If you affirm the proposition that God does not exist, well, then you've made a claim to knowledge, and then you have a burden of proof. And so that's how I deal with that. And to surface that, ask the questions, what do you believe, and why do you believe it?